bro.
Welcome to Everybody's Got a Price. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
I'm here, your faithful leader, Jeff Dye, and this is Joshua Nelson.
Supermodel.
Mustache Bros, dude.
Yeah.
We're the Mustache Brothers.
Yeah. Not even we didn't plan it.
Yeah, I'm Mario, you're Luigi.
No, well, if I'm
I'll be Luigi, you be Mario.
Yeah, I'll be Mario.
Whatever you want.
Thanks, man.
Let's talk about this Christmas picture we did, dude.
We did a Christmas picture, man. It was funny. You orchestrated it. You called up all your friends.
I annoyed everyone, like, please, can we do this?
It wasn't that annoying.
Yeah, but I was very excited about it, like
Yep.
a child. Like, we're going to get dressed up. We're going to go see Santa, get the picture. It'll be funny. I thrive off this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, out of all, there's the picture. For me, it's like, in school, the one thing I was really good at is, like, trying to come up with some creative bullshit like this, which is, there's no way to make money off that.
Yeah.
This talent is frivolous for
It's
money.
just funny and fun.
But, like, I was like, how can I make my hands like that? I just took, like, paper from a printer, rolled it up, taped it on my fingers, and then, like, crumpled it with my fingers to make it. And Ari's like, how'd you think of that? I was like, I don't know. This is, like, shit that I would do in school for attention, you know? And then the Verzies went as the elves.
Gay elves.
Ari went as, I don't know, like a Christmas Yoda, some sort of green fucking psycho.
Yeah. It's the Grinch, right?
It's the Grinch, yes.
Okay.
But we cut the face out of the mask because if he'd just worn the mask, it could have been anyone in there.
Oh, but it would have looked better.
No, I think it's funnier to look like
kidding.
this.
I just think it's funny to make your friend wear a mask so he's not even in the picture.
Yeah, we just had a stranger in there if it would have been the mask. And then Josh went as John Wayne Gacy.
No, dude, I'm a candy cane.
That's John Wayne Gacy.
No, it's not.
The pedophile murderer.
Dude, stop telling
buried
people that.
bodies of these young, innocent boys in the basement of his Illinois home.
I don't know who John Wayne Gacy is. You were telling me about him, and I don't like it.
The bad guy.
And, yeah.
Go to John Wayne Gacy clown painting.
No, I don't look like that.
I love you, Josh, but
Just look
go
shit
to
up.
images. Now watch. It'll come right up. Look at the striped one with the
Yeah,
hat
dude,
on
that's
top.
just an actual clown.
Look at that's Josh from yesterday.
You're ridiculous.
The hat, the candy cane shit.
That's just a clown. Stop.
John Gacy. And then John Gacy had this like mustache. So it's perfect.
I'll tell you what, for me, I love the picture. I love posting it. I think it's funny. I did not like the uncomfortable attention at the mall that you guys love.
Did you really not like it, or did you just think it was like funnier for you to pretend you didn't like it?
I mean, I
didn't know if you were doing a shtick.
That's kind of my personality anyway, but I don't know, like, just random people. Can we take pictures?
I liked it.
I thought it was so
I thrive on
uncomfortable.
that shit.
Yeah, I know you do. I don't need attention, so I just kidding.
Well, I would say at this stage of my life, I'm definitely not doing it for the attention.
Yeah, but
I
you like
don't
it.
mind. I don't mind when it's
Yeah, yeah.
happening.
I don't
Like
know.
when I was in my 20s, I would have been like, you know, it could have been me by myself, and I would have walked around the mall in the costume to like try to get attention.
Yeah.
But like for this was for the pictures, so I'm like, you know, we're going to do a thing.
And there's nothing wrong with getting attention. So it kind of made me feel like, you know, like when like somebody's super famous or whatever, and everyone's like looking at them, like they got to get used to that sort of thing.
Right.
Where I was just like, God, all these people are looking. Like it just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was weird. I just wasn't. I don't
think
know.
also too, it's like if it was Halloween and we were walking around with those costumes, way less attention. But because it's Christmas and they're Christmas costumes, everyone was like, are they doing Christmas costumes? Like it was almost like they thought like we should have done something like this. Yeah.
People kind of like thought we like worked at the mall.
Yeah.
Like they kind of thought we were like with Santa.
It was awesome. Yeah, I wish we would have started charging people for pictures because so many people kept getting pictures with us that I was like, we could break even on this if we just start charging them.
wait, where'd you do this? What mall?
There's a mall right across from my house at the Westfield.
Oh, you did that one?
Yeah, which is great.
And it was really busy, obviously.
Yeah.
Sunday night.
We didn't have to get in my car in costumes. We didn't have to like do anything.
People Christmas shopping. You're just walking through. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just was a weird feeling. I didn't hate it, but it was just weird. You're like,
You know, the funniest thing was Josh Nelson dressed as John Gacy Candy Cane alone in Chipotle line. That was what was the most fun.
I'm just getting Chipotle. There's a
Because
picture.
with the group, you know, like it's like, we're all doing a thing. But just Josh dressed as like that, like waiting in line, he just looked like such a creep.
It looked like very like it kind of like Bad Santa-ish,
Yeah.
where the guy's just like at the mall.
I'm
just-
on break.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude,
So-
it was
Did
great.
anyone get a picture of that or no?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I looks like a Chipotle ad
Let me see if I can.
that they wouldn't want to run because it looks sad.
It was hilarious.
And then we all just sat at a table and ate, all costumed up.
And I was so used to the attention. So used to the attention of everyone, you know, for the last hour or whatever that we were in those costumes, that one guy just walked by and he's FaceTiming. So since he's FaceTiming with whoever he's with, I'm on the other side. I'm like, and the guy's like, what? Like, I wasn't.
Hey,
filming.
man,
wasn't on
get
you.
out of
Yeah.
my...
I'm not filming you. I'm
Hey,
FaceTime-
Krampus, get
yeah.
out of my face.
But then as he walked away, I was kind of fine with the misunderstanding because I was like, dude, I took like 1,000 pictures. People are
Yeah.
taking photos of us, so I don't think I'm that much of an idiot.
Do you know who Krampus is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the saint, not saint, but it's like the horror Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's the yin to the Santa Claus
Yeah.
yang.
I didn't know who it was until you told me a couple weeks ago who
Yeah.
it was, and I was surprised. A lot of people knew who it was.
Yeah, it's like a
All right,
German,
so I'm
yeah.
about to do a bunch of racial generalizations, but they are accurate.
Oh no.
So in LA, there's a lot of Hispanic people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Hispanic people love horror. If you go to like Hollywood Horror Nights, go to things
Yeah.
like Hispanic culture likes horror films.
Yeah, I feel like every Spanish guy I see, or 1 in 5 Spanish people have like a Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
t-shirt
oh yeah,
on.
Mexican guys
Yeah.
and gals, mostly women actually. Mexican people really do like horror films. A lot of them, you know, a majority or whatever. So now you've mixed Santa with like horror. You get like an extra Halloween by like making a horror Christmas thing. So like, I don't know. It's just like a very popular thing
Okay.
here in Los Angeles. But do you know how Krampus started?
No, I knew nothing about him.
It's an old Nordic kind of like myth, right? So basically, in the olden times when families were broke, the kids would go, well, why be good? Santa Claus never brings us anything anyways.
Oh.
So then the parents had to get creative and be like, well, you should be good, not so that Santa will come and give you presents, but so that Krampus doesn't come and hit you with sticks on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's...
Like whip you with these sticks. And if you're really bad, he'll just kidnap you outright. And so it was like a fear tactic.
Yes.
So now the kids aren't being good to get gifts from Santa. They're being good so a demon named Krampus won't whip them with sticks and kidnap them.
That's terrifying.
And it goes back super old. Look at those old paintings. But listen to this. It gets even better. So that the kids would believe in Krampus, parents would dress up like the demon in the weeks leading up to Christmas and like look in the windows or sneak around outside their house to like convince the kids that it was real.
Dude, have they done a study on these kids
Oh,
psychologically?
dude, no, but it's so scary. And so every year somewhere they do this big Krampus parade like in honor of the tradition. And if you look at the Krampus like parade like videos, it is absolutely terrifying. The streets are just full of people. Look at these. I mean, how scary is that? And that's for
Yeah,
Christmas.
That is not Christmas-like.
They're like there's like a few Santas and then like just hundreds of Krampuses.
Okay.
It's really funny. I want to know where it's at because I've every year
I
around
think
this
you
time.
said like some Nordic.
Germany.
It is-
oh, it's in Germany.
I saw that it said it was originated in Germany.
Oh, nice.
Why it is? Yeah, in Austria and parts of Germany.
Austria, yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Every year I talk about going to this thing. Like I'm gonna someday go to it. Yeah, the movie with David Koechner and
Adam Scott.
I
right?
tried to rewatch it. It's not as good.
Really? I saw the picture. I was like, I kind of want to rewatch it, but I was like, I
Yeah,
don't know if
just
it'll hold
rewatch
up.
it with low expectations.
Yeah.
Because I sat there with a woman and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna love this," and it took so long to get to anything interesting.
Yeah.
It felt like a shitty knockoff of like Family Christmas. What's the Griswold Family Christmas?
Vacation?
Yeah,
What is it? National.
I don't know what it is. Christmas Vacation. Yeah, it felt just like a shitty version of that. It was taking too long to get to the Krampus
Yeah.
part, and I was like, this sucks. Because they have like all the family coming over, and you know
Yeah.
the
It's-
lesbian daughters and the like annoying uncle. I was like, this just feels like a bad Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. I feel like you have to also be in the right place to watch it. Like you can't watch it like in LA, like because it just feels like
Yeah.
like it's good to watch it like if you're snowed in someplace,
Right.
so you can really get the vibe.
I
of
also
it.
saw it in theater when I couldn't be like on my cell phone or
Yeah.
like making out with a woman. Like I was just like in a theater. You just watch a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Great, but it's fun. I like Krampus a lot. There's also some other Krampus movies that are actually probably worse than this Krampus movie, but I love Krampus.
Yeah.
What an interesting tactic. Just a fear
genius.
tactic of,
It's
you're
genius.
not good. It's funny because my brother right now, his kids is just like, if you're not good, Santa won't come. And you're just like,
Does it work?
not really. They're kind of, Also, they're like 7, 5, and 3. So I think the 7-year-old's kind of probably getting around the point where he knows what's up.
Yeah.
But it's like, and he's like a loose cannon where you're like, he might just ruin it for all of them
I
too.
hope not.
And you're like, just please don't.
I saw the sweetest viral video. Because I've heard all the arguments, right? And because we're comedians, so you've heard every angle of like every subject. So many comics are like, no, hell no. Why are we giving Santa all the credit? Nah, motherfucker, those presents came from Dad.
Yeah.
I always make a shitty gift, and I tell them that came from Santa, and I give them an Xbox because I want all the credit. And I've heard all these dumb arguments or whatever. But like, there was a video that perfectly summed up like the spirit of Christmas. It was like this kid, he's like, 11 or 10 or something, and he was caught on a Ring cam, so it's like real. And he comes up to his dad, and it's Christmas is over, so all the wrapping's still on the ground, and the kids are playing with the shit. And this like one of the he's 10 or 11 comes up to his dad. He goes, "Dad, Santa real?" And then he's like looking at him, and he realizes, he's kind of getting old enough, or whatever. So he goes, "What do you think?" And he's like, I don't think Santa's real. And he goes, "It's me." And then he like gives him this like big hug.
Oh.
Like it was like this nice moment of like realizing like, yeah, I'm the spirit of Christmas. Yeah. I am Santa. Not that there's a Santa and there's a dad. It's like, I'm Santa.
Yeah.
I love you so much that I wanted it to be magic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then as he hugs his son, he was like, "Don't tell your brothers." And he's like, "I won't." But like that was like, it was like their little secret. Like they'll come to that realization eventually. And I was like, oh, like this is like the sweetest.
Yeah, maybe you just frame it as like, this is a secret. You don't want to ruin it for them.
It's fun because you want it to be magic for them. But then eventually you'll know.
Because like, I don't know when you found out. I don't remember.
I don't think I ever really believed in it.
Like at 3 years old?
I don't think I ever really believed it. Because I was so like sociopathic at that age that I think like, I was like, you could tell me a wizard's bringing presents. I just want the presents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I never like got carried away in the lure of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because my parents went all in. Like we would go to sleep, and like my uncle would go up on the roof.
Oh wow.
And like make noise, and like they would go all out.
Oh, that's
like cookies eaten, carrots eaten. Like they would go all out, and we'd all stay at my grandma's house for it, and then you'd run down. But I want to say,
exciting, huh?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was exciting. I remember like looking, like
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. I found out at school, like that's when it was.
Friends ruin it.
You kind of that's always happens. Like you go to like first or second grade, and then one kid's like, So
yeah.
So you kind of find out that way.
Little kids are such know-it-alls.
Yeah.
Like there's such a race to being an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was that friend.
Yeah.
Because it got ruined for me really young.
It's all right.
Because my brother.
Yeah.
My brother. I remember I was so excited one year. Like I was like wanted paintball guns for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why he did it. He just walked in. He's like, "You think Santa's getting you the paintball guns?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Go check Mom's car." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like really young, and we walked to my mom's car, and I saw all the shit, and I was like,
Yeah.
kind of ruined it for me.
That's tough.
How old were you?
You're still excited to get the paintball guns.
Yeah. But it definitely gave me a better appreciation. But I was like, let me enjoy it for like
Yeah,
another year.
there
or
should
two.
be magic.
I mean,
yeah.
he could have told you afterwards.
Yeah, literally. Like then after every year after that, I knew it was my parents, so I knew where they would hide the gifts. So I would always go in their room and like see what they got me. And shit
I did that
before.
every year too. I don't think I had a real gift I was surprised about ever.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I think I was like maybe want to say like 5th grade, 4th grade, maybe a little. I think
That's like 20 years old, dude.
What are your favorite videos for Christmas, like on Instagram?
Oh God, I don't know.
Hands down, it's becoming my Christmas tradition to search for these videos. Dads or uncles or older boys dressing up as Grinch and then coming in and like stealing the presents from the kids. And all the comments, most of the comments are like, this is traumatizing. This is like, you shouldn't do this. This is bad for the kids. But they're always good. I cry with laughter every time I see them. They're so fucking funny.
Let's see if this
Like the kids will try to fight the Grinch sometimes, or they'll just all run away. Oh, dude, like, yeah, put the volume on, dude.
Oh man, they're terrified.
No, this isn't a good one.
Let's see what else we got.
It's such a funny idea, in my opinion.
Why you find that?
because it feels like a home intruder, you know, like the kids are mortified because they're like, what is happening? And all the adults are freaking out, and like, so they're literally traumatized by like, what is this green thing? And it's stealing our presents. Like, this is a nightmare, a Christmas nightmare.
I wonder if they remember any of that stuff when they're like 10 years old.
I think it's like good for them. Look at this, and just chaos ensues. Look at the littlest one is like doesn't know. They're all kind of scaring each other a little bit.
That's terrible.
Yeah, there's one of a little boy. He tries to fight Grinch, and the dad is like grabbing his son.
Right there, they're grabbing him.
No, there's some violent ones. It's great.
Why? This is your favorite?
It's my
dude?
favorite.
What's wrong with you? No, those are funny.
Dude, it's so good.
You mentioned something that I had to laugh at. You guys would look for your presents, and you'd see your Christmas presents.
Yeah, I hate that I did it, but I think it's my earliest memory of doing something wrong, doing something I know is wrong.
Okay.
That I could get in trouble for. I could get my earliest rule breaking. You know.
All right. You know what I did one year? I found all my presents. And I remember I got 3 just amazing things, dude. It was like a Nintendo game, this sports game, like 3 amazing things. Found them behind the couch in like a room. My mom found out I found them, and then took them all back and got me different, not as good shit.
Oh, that's good move on her part.
Yeah, I like opened it up for Christmas, and I was like, just disappointment all over my face.
Well, my mom and dad would threaten that if we looked at our presents early, because I think they suspected that that's what we were doing, that they would return them all, and we wouldn't get any gifts. That never happened, but we were always afraid that would happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the threat.
She returned them all, and I'm opening them out. I'm like, this isn't any of the shit that I got. And then finally, like, she was like, I returned your presents because I know you looked, and I told you not to look.
You have a good mom. You often tell stories that are like,
yeah, but is that good? That's so mean.
No, it's not mean. You shouldn't have looked at your presents.
So this is my fault?
Parents
100%.
are here to teach us lessons.
I was 6.
You had to learn a tough lesson. Yeah.
Like you said.
Oh, another good Christmas Instagram reel is like a little girl. And like, if you're going to get a Santa, make sure that the Santa isn't recognizably someone you already know.
Yeah.
So like this little girl's like, sees Santa in like the back area, like through the sliding glass door, and he's like, are you gonna leave cookies for me? You know, and it's clearly either her dad or like a neighbor, someone she knows really well. This girl's probably 3 years old, and she's like, and he goes, I want chocolate milk, and she's like, okay. And he's like, you want my bells? Because he has like jingle bells. And she's like, okay. And then she grabs the jingle bells. And he's like, all right, Merry Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow. And then she's like, okay. And then he like walks around the corner. And then she turns to the mom who's filming. She goes, pretty sure that's Bob. She just knew the whole time.
She's like, all right.
He's like, thinks the neighbor's having a mental breakdown.
She's like, all right, Uncle Bob.
Yeah, she's going, this guy's a crazy. But it's so perfect.
That's funny. You know, one of the things that drive me crazy on Christmas is like I don't know if they do them anymore, but you remember those Lexus commercials where they would just like wrap a bow on like a brand new Lexus,
yeah.
And then the guy would be like, hey honey, I bought you a new Lexus for Christmas. And you're like, you just went out and purchased like a $70,000 car, didn't tell your wife. And it's just like, it's right
I
here.
just bought a new car, and they had the bows at the dealership, and I was like, how much for one of those fruity bows, you know? And the lady's like, we can give you one if you want. And then I was like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to take it.
But like, just you're like 20 years old, and you're like, oh, some fucking asshole just got a $70,000 car for Christmas.
Gift, yeah. I got a great story about this. He will not be happy I'm sharing this, I don't think. The baseball player Paul Konerko, we're like golfing in Arizona, and he was like, one of the holes was sponsored by Bentley. So they had like a Bentley like parked at the green or the tee box. And he goes, I had one of those once. I was like, a Bentley? And he goes, yeah, I don't even like cars. Like, I'm not like a car guy. But then my wife, she bought me a Bentley for Christmas, which means I bought me a Bentley for Christmas. He goes, I don't even want it. She spent my money on a Christmas gift that's like really expensive. He goes, it's just like in the commercials. It had the big stupid bow on and everything. He goes, I almost punched her right in the face. And obviously it's golf talk, and he's not gonna hurt a woman, but like it was just such a funny like venting of a husband. Like, don't buy me something with my money.
A $200,000 car with
crazy.
my money, dude.
And he didn't want it.
Yeah.
He's got a thing. It's so perfect.
That's hilarious.
I'm not even a car guy.
Do you did you shop for anybody? You don't, no one.
No gifts.
Well, you gave my gift. I loved my gift. That was pretty cool.
What'd I get you?
You got me like a really nice, like super expensive watch.
Oh, didn't know I did that. Don't remember that.
Card and just bought it for
No,
himself.
like we got pictures with Santa. That's the gift. My family's so funny that way. I'm like, hey, we're grown-ups. How about we spend all of our money on gifts for the young ones, like the nieces and like that'd be better. And then they're like, well, if you don't want to do gifts, you don't have to do gifts. And I was like, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want you also to not worry about gifts, but they just can't.
Yeah, but I get robbed in that deal. We all just do the grandkids or my nephews and nieces, and there's like 11 of them.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I think it's fine.
I get nothing in return.
I don't think you need anything. What can they get you?
I don't need anything, but at least I got to go spend time at the store for 11 kids.
That is.
You go spend time and get me
I
some
also
shit.
never predicted I would get to any point of my life where I wouldn't want presents. Like, I've never thought that I would get to a place. Because I like that. Like, I was such a stuff kid. Can I get some stuff?
Yeah.
That I was looking forward to birthdays or any excuse where I would get a free thing. Now I'm like, no, just spend time with me. I don't want any of this shit.
I almost got you a present. I almost got you an LA Dodgers phone case since you're such a huge Dodgers fan.
Well, one, I wouldn't use the case, and two, I'm not a Dodgers fan. Give it to Ari.
I'm going to. Oh, man. You like every team, dude.
I like every team. I wear every team's hat. Also, that's how I decide what hat I'm going to wear. Like, if I was flew to New York City, I put on my Yankees hat, or the Mets hat. I go to Arizona, I wear the Arizona hat. Like, and then it's dealer's choice if it's a town that doesn't have anything.
That's
so
cool.
I wore the Padres City Connect hat because I was going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. They didn't have a team. So
When are you going to start growing minor league teams too, dude?
I don't like them as much.
Oh, okay.
They're cool hats and everything,
Yeah.
but I don't know, for whatever reason, I like the classic 30 teams.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Bert Kreischer has every minor league hat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he has 1,000.
If you collect them, that's cool.
I know, but he doesn't even know the teams. I go, oh, that's a cool one. He goes, yeah, I don't know what this one is.
Oh, yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of lame.
just because he's accumulating. I mean, he's got everything.
Yeah.
Bert has everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. So enough Christmas talk. Let's see what else. Dude, can I tell you about my court date with our buddy Phil?
Oh, boy.
So
Why don't you set it up, though? You got to set up why you're there.
So I got pulled over for a cell phone ticket, and my buddy Phil, who is a lawyer, says I'll represent you in court.
Also, Phil couldn't be less lawyer-y.
Yeah.
You know Phil?
Yeah. Phil is fun. He's charming. I think he's a good-looking guy. He's an attractive guy. He's a party guy. He tried to do comedy for a while, so he's a comedian-esque guy. He's every attribute that is wonderful and great, but none of them says professional or attorney.
Yeah. I will say it changed my mind when he was in court. I was because he showed up suited up. Nice. I was like, oh, this is, maybe he is a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because, if he showed up and you just met him and you're like, this is your lawyer, you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
My lawyer's dancing on a table and, telling everyone to pop their pussy. What? This is not a lawyer.
Yeah. So he goes, I'll represent you. And it's a cell phone ticket. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, all right, cool. And we get there and I go, so what's the defense? He goes, well,
what's a cell phone ticket, by the way?
if you just have your phone and you're driving, and you get pulled over, you can't have your phone in your hand or anywhere.
Interesting.
So
okay.
It's a $140 ticket. I should have just paid it, but I was like, I'll just show up. Everybody's legal advice is you just go and the cop doesn't show up.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
That's what everybody says. Well, the cop showed up.
Really?
And I even asked Phil, I go, what's our defense? He goes, well, hopefully the cop doesn't show up. They usually don't. And then if not, I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions. But my cop showed up. It was a motorcycle cop, lieutenant, dialed in, dude, ready to go.
He
Judge,
prepared for the case more than your attorney did.
And they also threw he goes, all right, if I read your name, the cop didn't show up, you get to go home. It was 20 names of people.
That's pretty cool.
That just get to go.
But that'd have been exciting. You're just waiting for your name.
Yeah, it's like the lottery of whatever.
You would think the cops have way more to do than show up.
Not a
for-
motorcycle cop.
True.
But here's the other thing that's messed
They
up
suck.
now. Half the cops were on Zoom. So yeah, they can do Zoom now, so they don't even have to just go to the court.
I imagine also that the cops here, people say, "Oh, the cop won't show up to court. Just go to court." And so the cops are like, "Fuck you! I'll show up to court."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But side note to that, I did get a speeding ticket in San Clemente like 4 months ago, and I went to court, and the cop didn't show up. So it definitely happens where they don't show up.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying, like, once we start hearing that they don't show up, that means they know we think they're not going to show up.
Well, in San Clemente, a lot more. In San Diego, most of the cops showed up. So I'm wondering if it's like city to city. They're like, go get that revenue, like get that money.
If there's nothing really going on, too,
yeah. So the cop shows up. Judge
What
goes,
would you rather be on a motorcycle hassling people, or have a nice day in court where you just get to like?
Yeah, I'm sure they get paid the same too.
Well, you're still at work.
Yeah. So the judge has the cop go first. Cop just tells the whole story. He's like, I'm on my motorcycle. I'm going this bound. I look over. I see Mr. Nelson's on his cell phone, and we pull over into Trader Joe's. Just everything nice and quick. But the cop goes, yeah. Then when I pulled up, I noticed he had 2 cell phones, and I'm like, I looked at Phil. I go, I don't own 2 cell phones. Like thinking like that's gonna like we're good.
Yeah, we found some loophole.
We found the loophole. We're good. And then Phil just starts doing lawyer stuff. And he just starts asking the cops so many questions, probably for like 10 minutes, but it was like uncomfortable because he's just like, what direction were you driving? And the cop's like, north. He's like, was the sun on your west? He's like, yeah, of course. And then he's like, do you think maybe the sun maybe blinded your vision?
Oh, God.
And it was like.
You're saying that Phil's a good lawyer for bringing up that argument?
No, but I mean, he had like 10 minutes of just interrogating questions. And I was just like, it was like uncomfortable. Like, I was like, I kind of wish I just would have said I was guilty. Like, it was that uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. Josh goes, all right, I did it.
Yeah, the cop was like getting kind of like angry also. Like, you could see like this whole thing was going on. And then Phil goes, as you could see, officer, and then he brings up the 2 cell phones. He didn't have 2 cell phones. I'd like to dismiss the case based on rule blah, 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 48, da-da-da. I'm like, this is like real lawyer shit. And then the judge goes, denied. I was like, okay.
Which is great.
Yeah, just right away, denied. And then he goes to the cop, he goes, do you have any evidence or anything else you'd like to add to the case? And I'm like, I think I'm going to get off like 60-40%. And the cop just goes, well, why don't I just end this right now and I'll just show you the body cam footage.
That's great.
And the body
Finish him.
The body cam footage is literally he's pulling up. You could see me like on the phone for a second, and then I put the phone up in the dash, and he pulls up, and the TV is on. I'm watching the Padres game. You could see the Padres game, and they're just watching it on court. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like kind of laughing in the court. And he goes, as you can see, he's watching TV. And
the courtroom's laughing.
Oh, they're laughing. Like, everybody's laughing. And I look at Phil, just looks at me. He goes, you idiot. And I'm looking at the thing. And then the cop comes up. He goes, so I pulled you over because you were texting and driving. And I go, I wasn't texting and driving. I was actually watching the Padres game. And he goes, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. I was like, well, then you got me. Like, I admitted, like,
right
guilt.
On the cam?
On the camera, dude. By the way, just to let you know, body cam footage. So clear.
Yeah.
Like, you could see everything. You could hear everything.
Yeah,
like,
I love that. You go, oh, well, then you got me. It's like, why would you show up to court then with a lawyer?
Because I didn't think the cop was going to show up.
That's hilarious.
And then the whole thing goes, and he goes, all right, here's the fine. And he goes, $140. And Phil just looks at me and goes, we're doing this for $140? I go, you said you wanted to represent me.
That's funny.
And so, yeah, dude, like just a waste of like 2 hours of his time, waste of my time. Just should have just paid the $140.
Also, you probably didn't remember going, oh, I'm watching the Padres game.
No.
You can't do that. You got me.
I didn't remember any of that.
You can also fight those online now because of COVID. So you didn't even have to show up. You could have just done a written exempt from it.
Yeah, but I had a lawyer, dude. I thought I was golden. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you show
You're
up
like,
with a
I'm
lawyer.
lawyered up.
Yeah, you think you're golden, dude. My favorite part is he's
I
like,
should be able to get away with crimes I admitted to.
yeah, I got a lawyer.
OJ did.
But the best
He
part,
didn't admit to it.
at the end, I'm just like, I can't even believe I brought you as my lawyer, Phil. You're 0-1. And he's just like, you
He's like, yeah,
idiot.
right.
Like, you were guilty because this doesn't count.
He'll
on
tell
my
that
record.
the rest of his life, too, like just to troll you. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
because I think he won his first case ever. And, like, so this one, I was like, I should have brought, like, a court lawyer. Like a.
Here's something I need a lawyer for. Listen to this shit. I had a account reach out to me. They said, hey, would you promote this thing on your stories? We'll give you, how much to promote this thing on your stories. And I don't know. I've never done that. I don't, like, you've seen my Instagram. I'm not, like, running ads or anything. I'm just, it's just comedy. And so I said, I don't know, $2,000. And he's like, it just has to be on your story for 24 hours. I go, yeah, no problem. So then he Venmos me or no, he haggled with me. He's like, how about $1,000? And I was like, who gives a shit? So then he gives me $1,000. I wait 24 hours for it to be real money, like to prove like post or whatever in my PayPal. I post the thing. The thing, I guess you're not allowed to post. It's like it was like spam or some sort of scam that I had posted. So Instagram restricts my account and says you can't post that kind of thing. This is like some sort of financial fraud or whatever kind of thing. It was a crypto thing that I was plugging. Oh. So then I didn't know that. So they restrict my Instagram for months. Oh. So I'm just sitting there yelling at my web guy, which my web guy didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, Miles, how could this happen? I'm not getting any followers and I'm restricted. He goes, yeah, dude, you should have never posted that thing. So the only reason I'm sharing this story, and this is why I want to lawyer up, is because it's been months. I've been in Instagram jail for months. Can't get followers. Just it's just like stagnant. I get a PayPal notification months after this happened, and it's like this seller is taking their money back because you didn't whatever offer.
So you don't even get the $1,000
So then
either?
I appealed it and said no. I wrote exactly what happened. I screenshotted my exchanges with the person on Instagram that's saying like whatever, and even screenshotted my exchanges by being like, dude, you got my account restricted. This is illegal. Blah blah blah. Did you do this on purpose? Why are you? And he's like, I didn't know. And I was like, you did know because I think this is part of blah blah. And I put all that in there. And PayPal goes, we've sided with the seller.
Wait, they can just take the money back?
Yeah, they got the money back. So it's a part of some scam.
But how?
Not only did my Instagram get restricted for months, but I didn't even get the $1,000 out of it, and there was a little fee because I, wasted because I,
Wait,
whatever.
so how did they get it back? Did you not transfer it into your account or?
It was already in my account for months. They challenged it.
But so like when it was in your PayPal account, you didn't transfer it to your bank account?
I did.
Oh, and they took it from your bank account?
No, it makes it like negative $1,000
on PayPal.
On PayPal.
Oh,
So I'm in the red for like $1,000.
How do
which
they?
means
That's
So
ridiculous.
you lost $1,000 basically and had to post that because now
No.
you had to pay to break even.
Well, no, he got the
Oh, yeah,
1,000.
Yeah, I got the 1,000.
But that dude, PayPal's the one that let it go. It's on their system. They should be at fault for that, not you.
Well, I think that PayPal should just have a human instead of a robot look into this,
Yeah.
and the human would go, "Oh, this guy got screwed. He at least should get the $1,000 for getting screwed because I did exactly what they asked me to do.
Yeah.
I put it on my story for 24 hours. Then Instagram fucked me for months and months because I broke a rule, but I didn't even knowingly break that rule. It was just."
But also, dude, how'd you fall for the crypto scam, dude?
I don't know how it worked.
Every time I see someone I know post like the crypto on their story, I unfollow them because I was like, all right, their account's hacked. They're not coming back.
I couldn't believe it happened. Well, and also the worst part is like, imagine doing Joe Rogan and getting 0 followers.
Yeah.
I've done Your Mom's House, Joe Rogan, fucking Tiger, but all these different things in those 3 months. Like I had a special come out. I've been on Gutfeld like 4 times. I did Skankfest, 0 followers. Because I've been in Instagram jail the whole time.
And then tell them what you said is like you were unsearchable, or also like people were getting blocked.
So
you shadow banned if you're unsearchable.
Yeah, no one could find me. So like, and one girl like just yesterday messaged me. She goes, "I saw you on Tiger Belly, so I just wanted to look at who you were. Like I wanted to like find your Instagram just to look." She goes, "I wasn't like necessarily follow, but I just want to like see your account." She goes, "I couldn't find it. I had you blocked." She goes, "I've never even heard of you before. Why would I have you blocked?" She's like, "I think something suspect is going on."
Yeah, I want to see if you're shadow banned for me.
Well, I'm not. I'm out of jail now, as of yesterday.
Well, no, if you follow him, you could see him the whole time.
Well, no, even if you're shadow banned, like even if you follow him, like you still have to type in the whole.
Yeah, it's strict because Randy was shadow banned for a long time. Oh wow,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah, seems like you're.
I'm back now. As of 2 days ago.
He's back, baby.
Which now I've got to be super careful. Like, just be like, all right, I don't want to fall for any crap. Because, it sounds so lame to say, but, like, Instagram's so important for our career. I didn't realize how important it was until these last few months. Yeah. Like, it's a big deal.
And it's really sensitive. Like, the other day, I had all these, like, 6, like, things pop up, and it's like, none of these videos can be monetized, and they were from a long time ago. I didn't just post them, and like I'm not, which is funny because I'm not making any money on any of the videos on Instagram anyway. But you're like, and then one was just about drinking wine, and you're like, what are the rules? You can't talk about anything, but that's just because they don't want to pay.
They make up all these crazy hoops to
Yeah.
jump through so they don't have to pay.
But then you're like, if it's demonetized, they're probably not showing it to everybody.
I just want the followers. Like,
Yeah.
I want the people to follow me because they like what I'm doing.
Well, and it's your livelihood, too.
And I can measure success by like, oh, I'm growing with followers. I'm doing the right thing by growing.
Well, and usually more followers equates to more ticket sales
Mm-hmm.
and all that, too.
There is a new feature that Instagram came out with, which might be good for you now that you're out of Instagram jail and everything. It's called trial reels, where it's just like it's a ghost reel. You can post, like I've been doing it for a couple of the accounts I run. I've just been posting old videos that we already have posted. They repost them as a trial. It doesn't go to your followers. It only pushes to
New people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And obviously, if it gets traction and everything, you can share it to your wall and stuff. But if you don't share it to your wall, it will not be on your display or anything, but it will still get those views and everything.
What is the what's it called?
Just look, when you go to post the reel, it will say trial, and you
Trial.
can just do that.
Yeah, you'll see
Click
it.
that.
trial.
I was wondering what
post.
the new... it's like the first option when you go to do it now.
It's like the way to do everything. That video that you saw of me, that was like he posted that as a trial reel, and that's why it probably got sent to you.
Yeah, that's another reason I didn't know it was you. It like popped up on, and he didn't share. I don't know who. I just saw it randomly,
Yeah.
so that's like I was like, oh shit, that's you.
I've seen 2 of yours recently.
Mine?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
One was a bunch of black people and you being scared of them. That's what it was.
Wow.
Him being
You're
scared
of
him
them?
being scared of
wasn't
black people.
I was terrified.
Wow.
Your video, not my video. You being scared of black people.
Make sure you get his face in
and
the camera.
then the other video is you being unjustly and unrightfully bullied by your over-aggressive father for putting stars on the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your brother and your dad being tremendous toxic masculinity bullies to you.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't seen any of the one because he's been posting the ones of him waking me up in the middle of the night. I'm surprised you haven't seen any of those.
I haven't, no.
So maybe now.
Well, his dad's so funny. Like your dad's like funny in like in a mean way.
Yeah.
But it's funny though.
Maybe now we know why he was so scared in that
No,
video
but he's
because he
putting
was bullied.
He like put some towels over the thing to like darken the room, and he put like some stars on the ceiling, and then he shows his brother and his dad's like, "What the fuck is that?" Like it's very funny.
That's great.
He's him just going, "What the fuck is this?"
Which one is it? Oh, this is the original one of him. Where the fuck did it go? Of him waking me up when I was 14 years old.
Yeah, you look young.
Oh my god.
My died. Meet grandma died. Mom.
I had no idea. For 10 years, he's done this. I've not gotten a.
That's so mean.
Wait, let's just pause for a
That's
minute.
so mean.
He thought it'd be a funny idea to wake up his younger brother at 14 years old to tell you that grandma died.
Yep.
And then once he sees the pain in your face, laughs in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
gets
is
worse.
straight evil.
Yeah.
But also, you handled it by, he said grandma died, and you go, mom.
No, he's so stressed because he doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
But then he goes, no. And then he just laughs at that's some evil
Yeah.
shit.
So
He's
mean,
evil.
but so funny.
This is a video Jeff was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ready? He's all excited. It is cool.
Wow. The fuck?
I would have bought drapes first. Taking those stupid fucking towels down. They put stars in the fucking ceiling.
He's so annoyed, too.
Yeah.
That's so good.
His adult sons. I mean,
Yeah.
how old were you at that age?
I was probably 23.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Those are his 2 grown sons
It's
tacking towels, which I'd beat my son's ass if he put a nail in the wall to
they weren't
hang
even
up
clean
towels.
towels
We
either.
had just moved in. I got a bedroom now. I got a bed frame. I got
Yeah.
drapes. I'm moving up in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
moving
have
up in the
I'd have
world.
beat your little ass. I said, you put a fucking hole in the wall to hang a towel. But no, that's very funny. But all these keep popping up for me. Like I saw 2 in a row.
I'm trying to find the. Oh, this is a good one.
Dude.
Look at him. He's just watching them.
That's good.
Bro, and the funniest thing is, I'll wake up the next morning, not remember any of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just see Gianni Palo tagged you in a video. I'm like, oh God, what now?
Yeah.
What
I'm
now?
surprised you didn't try to fight him or nothing.
There was one time I did pull my gun out.
Wow. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know about that.
That
Yeah.
escalated quick.
But I mean, like trying to I'd be like, I'm gonna beat my brother's ass.
Well, I wouldn't even realize what's happening. So I
Yeah.
think that's why I never could do
I
it.
like the scanning of you're now you're watching the concert.
Yeah.
you know? He's like, oh, music.
Yeah.
Dude, if I got woken up like that, I would rage. Because I'm such a hard sleeper, and I would just kill every one of
Yeah.
them. Be like, you woke me up for this bullshit?
Yeah, I actually saw a good one. I know that this episode is just us talking about fucking nothing really.
Whatever.
But so as I understand it, a guy went to a college age kid or maybe 20s, went to a bar, and he met some of the NHL players that played for the Arizona Coyotes. He sees them at the bar and was like, dude, me and my roommate are the fucking biggest fans. And because it was closing time at the bar, he goes, will you go to my apartment across the street and wake him up? So these 3 NHL players barge into this guy's room, and they just start going they celebrated a goal or something,
Oh
and
my
wake him
God.
up. And at first he's like, what the fuck, kind of like your video. But then he realizes it'd be like if I brought some Padres
Yeah,
to
dude.
come and and I
He's
guess
like,
he's a
"Oh!"
huge. So then he's like, he can't get his mind around it. He's like, this is insane. How it's so
That's funny.
funny.
The Coyotes?
Yeah, Coyotes wake someone up. I think it's the Coyotes. Go hockey players wake up roommate. It was really likable, or really
Minnesota Wild players.
yeah, that's it. Minnesota Wild. My bad. But the video is really cute because he's just so starstruck, kinda. And then another player. Here it is. And then another one comes in because he's starstruck already. And then the third one comes in and he's like, what the fuck?
That's insane.
Yeah, your heroes way. That's
Yeah.
a dream come true.
Yeah.
Because I always think about this. When you go meet
He still hasn't got up yet.
it's great.
That's his.
Because it is weird, meeting your hero, right? It's kind of stressful because you've met him and you're like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
The goal is well, I wish you'd ask for my phone number or something. We become brothers, we'd hang out and
Yeah.
shit. But that's never gonna happen when you meet your heroes. They're not gonna want to hang out with you. But this is a great example of wait, they're gonna come into my room and wake me up. It feels like a
That's funny.
fantasy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. So guys are such meatheads, the shit we think about. You guys have seen all those things. It's I'll either give you $1 million, or do you think you could rush for 10 yards in the NFL? You get 10 plays and you get $10 million. And guys will be like, yeah, dude, I think I could.
I'd try.
Yeah. You get $1 million or $10 million, and you're gonna go for the $10 million.
Wait, say it again. I don't understand.
So I'm either gonna give you $1 million, or you get to for $10 million.
I'll take the mill.
Yeah,
Really?
because do you think you?
Well, because I'm willing to try to get the fucking 10 yards. I don't think I can.
Yeah, right.
It's also I would just be right on a linebacker's, I'd be right on his lower back, just going, all right, just block for me.
Yeah, it depends on how good the O-line is. That's really what.
Well, so pick a team in the pros, and
Just
you
a
think you're getting
standard
10
O-line.
yards?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I will, but like Jeff said, I'd try.
I think 10 plays is enough to
Yeah.
kind of.
If you get a
hope.
But
yard
here's
of
the thing,
play.
dude. You're getting hurt on fucking play 1 or 2.
I'm getting tackled. I don't know if I'm getting
I'm
injured.
dropping.
They're
I'm dropping. Before they even hit me, I'm just gonna go inch by inch, yard by yard.
Anyone
go,
close,
drop.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you get a first down, dude, in 10 plays, dude, without getting hurt with NFL guys.
Well,
It'd
I
definitely
mean,
be
you just
hard.
got to try.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. But that's how meathead guys are. We're just like, oh, we could get 10 yards.
None of us said that.
But I'm saying, like, a lot of guys think they could.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys think they could.
Like, a lot of guys think they could score in basketball.
Because, like, there's so many times, like, watching the Seahawks, especially in the early 2000s, where it was, like, Walter Jones and Steve Hutchinson, and any one of us could have got, like, 40 yards a game. I know that's not a lot, but we're not pro football players. But they would just make such big holes that you could just, like, the quarterback would, like, quarterback sneak all the time.
Here's the other hard part is the defense knows you're running. So it's not even like they got to worry about a play action
Well,
pass.
I guess, yeah. That's...
Well, they can't. They know 100% that you're running. They can't do like a fake pass. And then
I mean, they could, but it's like, you got to get 10 yards. So I don't know, man.
That
do, like,
sucks.
a
If they're
toss?
blitzing every time, that's
They
fucking
just know you're
bullshit.
coming,
Well,
dude.
that's unfair.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's going to get 10 million and
Yeah.
it's your money.
Well, because then I couldn't even get 10 yards on Madden if they know I'm running every time.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Here's another one. How many?
Wait. Do you think you could?
I don't think I could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I would get hurt. 10 years ago, maybe I would try it, but I don't think nowadays.
I think it'd be kind of fun to try. Also, I don't think you're
those
going to
guys
get.
are so big and
I don't
so
think
fast.
you're going to get injured, but just because they're tackling you, it's going to suck.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna hurt, but I don't think you'll get hurt.
Bro, they're so
They're
big
also.
and
They're
so
not going to
fast.
like spear me like in the like as hard as they can.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
like, this comic's trying to get 10 yards.
this
They're
10 million
probably
is
gonna,
coming
like,
out of their salaries, though.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to kill me.
Yeah, they want to kill you, dude. How about this? Here's another one. Indy 500. How many laps do you think you would need, like a head start? 500 laps. Indy.
I'd need 400 laps.
Right. So you think you could, with 100 laps, you could?
Yeah, just mathematically, you could make that.
I don't know, but the cars.
I could be staying like going pretty slow.
But the cars are still gonna be going around you the whole time.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
How about you?
I don't. Do you get like a practice lap before so you can feel the track out? Or
I mean,
no?
sure, yeah, we'll give you a practice lap.
I feel like I could do it. I mean, obviously not.
Hell, you could go train for a few months if you want.
I mean, how many laps though? You
Do you
think
think
you
I
need
could stay like
to
win?
try to win it?
I'd say
What's-
like maybe 10, 15. I don't know.
You think if you had a 15 lap head start on a 500 lap
Oh,
course?
I just said I'd need 400
Yeah.
laps,
I
and
thought
he
you meant,
didn't
like-
believe that. So you said 15. He definitely doesn't believe that.
No, I meant like left. Oh, you mean like head start? Oh,
Or how many laps left?
that's what I meant. Like 15.
Oh, so 15
yeah.
left.
Like if I only had to hold it for 15 laps, I think I could do that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because they have 500.
Yeah.
But also the other thing
So
is
that would be what?
you're going to be driving, and these
You could
motherfuckers are
drive
gonna be-
20 miles an hour, and then you'd win. If you
Yeah,
only
but they're
did
going to be
15.
going around you, and you got to worry about that. Like, could you
Yeah, it'd be
imagine
scary as
the
fuck.
stress?
I drive like an asshole like that anyway, so I feel comfortable in that.
But you go online, every dude's like, I could do this no problem. Dude, like, just the delusion in guys' heads.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How about this last one? You're on a plane, pilot goes down, you got to land the plane. Do you
Nope.
think you can land the plane?
Nope.
You don't think you could?
No.
That's
See,
not a
that
shot.
one I think I could land the plane. I really do, dude.
Really?
I think I could.
Dude, that we know nothing about that.
I know, but I think, dude, I like good
Also,
hand-eye.
like sometimes I'll look out the window, like as we're on our descent or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know where he's gonna land this fucking thing, because you're so high up that like I'm like, how does he see a runway
well,
down there?
he's out the front. You're looking at the side.
No, I know, but I'm saying like you're so high that the runway looks like this, and there's all this other bullshit, and I'm going, how does he know?
So
where
that's where I'm delusional. I think I could
like the
land
map.
the plane.
Like I would get it low, and they'd be like, fuck, we're not even close to the runway.
Yeah. Have you flown into Boston? That runway, it's so small. It's in the middle of like a little lake. I'm like, I could never do that.
I land at one of the smallest airports in America. Like the Burbank is famous for
Oh,
having
yeah.
the shortest runway. So they have to just crank on the brakes. In fact, one morning I missed my flight to Arizona because for whatever reason, the airplane's brakes didn't work the way it should have. So the plane just kept going. And since it's a short runway and there's a gas station across from that runway.
Oh, wow.
But they've factored this kind of thing that if the last 100 yards or whatever of a airport runway is just sand. So the plane is so heavy that it kind of just goes in the sand and
Oh,
it
wow.
collects. I have a great
Smart.
picture of it.
Why
But,
didn't they
like,
just make the runway longer?
Because it's a city. There's
they
the
have
city of
sand.
Burbank was already in place.
Yeah, but they have sand.
Oh,
like-
no. That's because without the sand, he just drives past that
okay.
and
Even
fucking
with- yeah, even with
crushes
the-
into traffic and all that. But so no flights. All the flights were like grounded. Nobody could get in or out because they just had a huge Boeing plane that's like half in sand.
That's
Okay,
insane.
so that's where I'm delusional. Is
Yeah.
I think I could land the plane.
Oh, for sure, dude.
You guys just wheel up, wheel down.
No
dude.
way, dude. It'd
You
be
would get
so
to 10 yards
scary.
before you land a plane.
No way, dude. That's insane.
I don't even think you could find the airport from up there. You couldn't. It'd be too hard. You
Where's
just
the
go- yeah.
airport?
The professional pilots
Well,
sometimes will come down and then go, I'm going to redo this.
you
And then
get
they
to
just
talk
like
to
loop back
people.
around. Like,
You get to talk to the air traffic controllers.
yeah, that's all. That's going to be all in code for you. They'll be like, all right, you need to do knocks and levels, and you got to go down to this, and you're eastbound. You're not going to know shit.
Bro, I think I could do it, dude.
Did you hear about the guy who stole that big ass Boeing plane? Like was doing never flew a plane. in
Yeah, he
his
died.
life. Yeah, he ended up crashing.
This was
Yeah.
in Seattle. He took
Yeah.
it out of Seattle or Washington,
he
and he
was-
did a loop.
Yeah, he was planning on killing himself,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he worked at the airport, snuck onto the plane, took it off, and did a whole loop-de-loop. I think I could do a loop,
It
dude.
wasn't a big plane either, I don't think.
I thought it was a passenger one. No.
Yeah, it
I
was.
mean, you could be right. I don't know. Who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
This wasn't insane, and he seemed like a nice guy.
Well, I
minus
don't
him
like
stealing
that
a
everyone
plane.
kind of glamorized it because he was being funny up there. He was like saying shit, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Isn't this hilarious?" I'm like, "Well, a man died, and then like a plane was stolen." I don't think it's that hilarious.
How did he make sure he didn't?
Oh, it was a big
How
plane.
did he make sure he didn't hit anybody?
I think all the air traffic gets in a state of emergency. They like.
Yeah, they had the fighter jet following him around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was tense. We had never seen anything like
Jet,
this.
Yeah. Everyone thought he was gonna like do like something like a terrorist
Oh, it's
attack.
this guy. That's the guy that did it.
I mean, doing a loop-de-loop with a fucking propeller engine is insane.
See, I think I could do that, no problem.
And then this is him.
Yeah, what a real.
He's like, I don't want to do jail for the rest of my life.
What a selfish guy, man. Roy Halladay crashed an airplane,
Yeah.
and it appears that was the plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't comment on that, but like, from everything I've seen, it seems like, because he was doing flips and going around, he had like struggled with depression, he had like a pill problem and stuff, and it seemed like it wasn't an accident. It seemed kind of like that was a wrap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because he like knew how to fly and everything. Like,
Yeah, that's another part of it, is that like, and the plane that he had like isn't some big thing like that. It was.
Did he have cancer or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. All right.
Rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. By the way.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Should we tell some Ricky stories?
Do you got any?
I love Ricky.
Yeah.
So Ricky Henderson, rest in peace. I think he's. If I am at a Mount Rushmore, he would be on my Mount Rushmore of the greatest baseball players to ever live. He'd be in my top 4. Ricky Henderson always talked in third person. So there's all these great stories about him. Everybody has kind of the same fun ones, but like one of my favorite ones is the CD player had just came out, and he had it like on his thing, and he gets on the bus, and he's got his like Walkman or whatever, and he gets on the bus, and one of his teammates goes, "Hey, Ricky, you got a CD player?" Or no, they go, "Hey, Ricky, what album are you listening to?" Ricky goes, "Huh?" He goes, "What album are you listening to?" He goes, "Man, Ricky don't got albums. Ricky got CDs."
Ricky's
fucking great, dude.
Like,
He's one of the funniest.
yeah, what CD is it, Ricky?
Dude, he's hilarious. Just everything that he did is the greatest.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Anyways, we miss you, Ricky. I miss you. I was just commenting about how good you looked when I saw you in Oakland.
Yeah.
Because he just looked like he was healthy. So
He just
sad.
died, right?
Yeah.
Pneumonia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very sad to
yeah.
hear about this. So rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. We love you.
Wait, should we end on that?
Yeah.
Or should we figure out which way the eggplant goes?
What?
I'm sorry?
Remember we talked about the eggplant,
little-
and you and I had an
little
argument.
random?
Yeah.
The argument about the eggplant emoji and
Yeah,
which way.
everyone knows the top of the eggplant is the green part.
Yeah. What? You're trying to say that it's not?
I didn't say the green part. Put up the eggplant.
See that green part? That's the top.
I put the cherries by the top.
The cherries.
Like if you add cherries to it and make it look like balls, you're telling me that the base of your thing is thicker than the.
Well, that looks like the head of the cock.
Yeah. Also, you're getting real descriptive, like putting cherries in it with
Yeah, wait a
eggplant. Like,
Yeah, I
Also,
need people
like,
to know that it's
look
a
at
penis,
the-
and I'm not talking about eggplant.
well, people,
Look
if
at
you
the,
put these two together, people know that's an eggplant and that's supposed to be like an ass or like. It's just known. You don't need to like put the whole.
See how there's
Yeah,
that,
but
like,
I've-
that purple one down there's got eyeballs at the top because that's the top, and they go to the other one.
What one? This one?
Yep, there's eyeballs at the top because that's the top.
So you guys think the top of the penis on the eggplant is the green part,
Do you
and
know
I
that
think
I
it's the other side.
Do you know that I was once a big eggplant? I had a big eggplant costume.
No, of course you were.
It was funny.
So I'm wrong on this, Christian. You think the top of is the green part,
Yeah.
not the
100%.
widest part?
No, definitely the top.
Oh, I've been sending it wrong for a long time.
Well, you can't send it upside down.
Oh yeah, like when I do like photoshopping and stuff, and I'll like do an eggplant into somebody's mouth, I'll spin it around and I'll do the other side.
That's funny.
Cause that right there, that's the eggplant going into the peach, which is
No, it's not. They're just next to each other. It's not going into it.
No. I
He's
agree with
trying to
Josh on
find. He's
that.
trying to
You
find.
see what I'm saying?
He's trying to find a way that
Okay, I'm swinging you here, dude.
I see both.
he can't
both.
be sold.
I can't be, but
No,
Christian
he
is.
can't be sold.
Christian's sold on this
You
one.
get sold all the time.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Well,
the.
When you say top, I still think this is the top. I mean, I see both because like I think sometimes this can be the base and then that's the tip.
I mean, I don't know which side of your guys is wider in real life, but mine definitely, doesn't. The wider isn't at the base, so it doesn't
Trying to
make
find a
sense.
picture of me as this eggplant. It was a pretty funny picture. I was on this show with Bill Nye. It was Bill Nye, the science guy of the show. And they were like, all right, we have all these costumes. Which one do you want? And I was like, I'll be the eggplant. So I got to be the eggplant emoji. That was cool.
Well, if you find it, we'll add it to the.
Oh, here it is. See, and the green part's the top.
So your penis is the. I don't know, man.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
but-
we're talking about it.
Because we
He
disagree.
goes, you want to end on this or talk about cocks, eggplant emojis? Tell us what you think. I bet 100% of the people are going to say,
Yeah, let us know. Is the top the green part, or
Pretty
is
good
the top?
costume.
Yeah, but I'm not asking what's the top of your costume. That's not the question. The top of the.
well, why do you think they made that the top of my costume?
I don't know.
Because
dude.
there's a consensus that that's the top.
Well, wait. So
They don't
wouldn't-
make your costume-
Since this is a top, since the green is a top, wouldn't that be the base? No.
No, that'd be like the head of your cock. Like if you were holding it and like making it a wiener with it, you'd do it like that.
Christian's on my side now.
I do kind of get it because the top would be like this. Because if the tip is the green part, then it'd just be upside down. You'd be hanging upside down. You know what I mean? I kind of see what he's getting at.
The head of my cock is that green part.
Quit saying cock, dude.
And the
You're
purple part is just the long phallic part.
So that, but then if the head of your cock's the green part,
Guys,
then
stop
you'd be upside
saying-
down. Your cock would be upside down.
What do you mean be upside down?
Like if so, say this is the
Cocks
top.
go all directions.
That's true. Say this is the top of the eggplant, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, we
It
got to.
should be like that. Because if this is the top and this is the head, like this is where the face is and everything, and it's the tip, then it'd be upside down. You see what I mean?
Guys, stop saying cock so we can put it on
This
YouTube.
is the top of my cock. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up.
But if there's a face on it, then your face would be like, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
saying the
because
face.
yeah, the face part is like, it'd be
All
like
right.
So the tip
erect.
of your cock is
He'd be
the green
erect.
part on the.
He'd
All
be
right.
like an erect guy.
Okay.
That's why.
All right, guys, help us out with this. If you said
if they put a big nutsack on the costume, it'd have to be around my feet, around my legs.
All right, guys, if you ever send the emoji of the eggplant for you know what, tell us if it's which one's the top.
I promise you, everyone's gonna say
No,
that
they're
the,
not,
the
dude.
green part's
I
the top.
I think you're wrong. This is why I brought it up because we've argued about this before.
I see both sides.
Thank you. Of course, you see both sides. All right.
We love you. Thanks for
love
being
you.
here.
Thank you
Subscribe,
much.
share. Tell us what side of the eggplant is the top.
And we'll get back to regular episodes in 2025.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
All right.